Time to return to peripherals from Genesis since last time we did the case, which was still, I'm saying, outstanding. Now today we have something quite interesting as well. We have Genesis Zircon 550 wireless gaming mouse. And to top it all, it has those standard hexagon holes which make it lighter than your usual mouse, but still it's wireless, so I'm quite curious about everything. But first of all, before we go any further, it's time to check it out. Let's go. First and most importantly, let's check the box content. Now, you get a standard instruction manual with loads of details that you can read if you decide to do so. You get a nice USB Type-C braided cable, which is quite outstanding since we have high premium brands that are still using standard USB mini. And here we have Genesis, which has Type-C on the connectivity for the mouse. And something that also those other brands don't have is additional feet when you wear out these that you have right here. Now, checking out the bottom, and since we already mentioned the feet, we have one at the top and one at the bottom, and right near one of the bottom ones we have Zircon 550 USB receiver, which is used for wireless connectivity. Now, the cool thing is it's magnetically locked here at the bottom, so if you're traveling with it or not using it at the moment or trying to transfer it to some other PC, you can just place it right here. Now at the bottom we also have a switch which has off LED 1 and LED 2. With the LED 1 it only turns on the scroll wheel and the Genesis logo, which is right here, and with the LED 2 you get actually everything turned on. So you have scroll wheel, you have the Genesis logo right here, and you have an LED strip going around the whole mouse. It's more like an ergonomical shape because it has that certain slide on the right side, so it's only designed for right-handed people. We have a couple of buttons that are quite interesting. So of course you have a middle scroll click, you have the left and right click, which has switches, and I think they're Omron switches up to 20 million clicks. You have left two side buttons, you have the PI switch beneath the scroll wheel, and you have a possibility for RGB adjustment with additional button right here. Now, they say it's lightweight, but it's 90 grams. So comparing to some other mice that are even lower, I would say the weight is quite alright. Giving it some, let's say, additional weight with the battery and stuff like that, I think that's quite alright. You have 6-level DPI switch, which I already shown you, and you have, let's say, a profile indicator on the scroll wheel and basically changing the color when you change the DPI settings. You have built-in rechargeable battery, 7 programmable buttons, RGB backlight with Prismo effect. You have another receiver storage at the bottom of the mouse, which is for wireless connection, 2.5 GHz with low latency. It also has auto standby mode. The optical sensor ranges from 200 to 8000 dpi. You have dual connections, so you could use it with USB receiver and with the USB Type-C connection because it works perfectly fine. You have a gaming software to customize your preferences, built-in memory, wired connection via USB-C, and I think I already stated that, but that's okay. Now, the shape is perfect, the dimensions are really great, and I'm really satisfied, and I think this would be my favorite Genesis gaming mouse. First of all, it's wireless, it has the USB Type-C connectivity, you have RGB that can be changed on the fly, let's put it that way, and DPI button to change DPI resolution on the fly as well. You have a gaming software that backs up your mouse. Omron switches, I think they're Omron switches, 20 million clicks, and quite enough buttons to do whatever you wish. Now, the side grips are just plastic hexagons that are differently designed than the rest of the mouse. That part, the side parts are gloss, and the top part is some sort of a matte finish, which is quite nice. Now, the front is of course USB Type-C and the cable is fully braided, but still it's a bit stiffer than your standard braided cable, and I would say still quite alright when you're taking into consideration the price, the wireless mouse, the weight, and everything all together. Now let's hear all the clicks on this Genesis Zircon 550. So this is left and right click. Scroll wheel, DPI button, RGB button, and left side buttons. For the left side buttons don't have that free space of travel. They immediately, when you press them, they immediately make a click, thus making a connection to your PC and sending it there to do the required function, and which is quite alright. Now, I think they could lower maybe the weight a bit more, but I won't go into that. That's quite alright for me as well, since I played with even heavier mice, so yeah, that's quite alright. Now, when it comes to sliding, I do have here a completely different mouse pad, which is really almost friction free, and it gives this mouse quite a nice movements with very low friction, and first of all, really nice design. I mean, it doesn't have to do anything with the low friction and mouse gliding on the surface, but check this out. I think that's quite right, and I'm not even pushing it that much. It is a bit more than usual, but it would be even better if it had non-friction PTFE feet. That's quite alright. So, taking into consideration the price and the wireless connectivity, Type-C connection, which also functions as a wired mouse, DPI and RGB dedicated button, quite nice design with matte finish on top, gloss finish on the side, RGB that is of course programmable and adjustable, and of course gaming software which gives you an opportunity to adjust D buttons and lighting, and of course DPI stages as well. So yeah, I would say it's quite a nice budget wireless gaming mouse. And there's nothing left to add. It's a really cool mouse. No wonder I actually take this as my favorite Genesis peripheral. Now, I'll place the links below for Genesis Zircon 550 so you can check out the price, of course, since I don't mention the prices usually, since they fluctuate depending on the market and all the other stuff, but you can check out the prices in the links below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button and notification bell, so hopefully I will see you in another video. Thank you for watching today's one, and see you next time. Bye bye.